The Fall of Man, prophesied by the Apostle Paul. Discover what the Apostle Paul warned about the last days in 2 Timothy 3:1-4. Using Greek word studies and Strong's Concordance, we uncover the chilling prophecy of humanity's moral collapse, a progression from self-worship to the complete replacement of God with pleasure, money, and self. Paul describes 19 characteristics that will mark the end times. This isn't just moral decline, it's systematic idolatry. Listen as we trace the evolution of self-love to the worship of creation instead of the Creator, exactly as Paul prophesied 2,000 years ago. Paul writes to Timothy, 2 Timothy 3:1. But know this, in the last days, the final days, the furthest, extreme end of the age, difficult times will come. This is where we get our word eschatology, the study of last things, which includes future Bible prophecy, the end times, and life after death. And notice how Paul describes these days. Difficult. Seasons that are hard to bear, fierce and dangerous. Times that will be grievous and hard to endure. So what will these difficult days look like? Paul gives us a list. It's worth slowing down on because it reads like a headline from today's news. 2 Timothy 3:2, for people will be lovers of self, preoccupied with their own selfish desires and self-interests. This kind of extreme self-centeredness points to something deeper, a kind of idolatry turned inward on themselves. They will be lovers of money, lovers of silver, in love with personal gain and material wealth. Notice how the list builds. They will be boastful, braggarts who loudly advertise their own importance, exaggerate their accomplishments, and seek admiration without any real substance behind it. Arrogant self-promoters. They will be proud or arrogant, showing themselves above others. People who see themselves as preeminent, who look down on everyone else with contempt, conspicuously haughty. They will be blasphemers, slanderous, abusive speakers, those who speak evil, particularly against God and the things that are sacred. Revilers. And this one strikes close to home. They will be disobedient to parents, unpersuadable to parents. A deliberate rejection of parental authority that reflects a deeper rebellion against the order God Himself established. They will be unthankful, without gratitude, an absence of thankfulness toward grace freely given. People who fail to recognize or even acknowledge the benefits they've received. They will be unholy, profane, impious, a description of utter disregard for what is sacred, a willful, arrogant disrespect for the things of God. Wicked. 2 Timothy 3:3. Paul isn't finished. He continues, they will be without natural affection, devoid of family love, without the natural, tender affection that should exist between family members, especially between parents and children. Heartless, unloving, without natural human affection even toward their own kind. They will be unforgiving or irreconcilable, without libation, without treaty, those who refuse to make peace or be reconciled, implacable, unwilling to enter into any agreement. They will be slanderers, devil-like, or false accusers, those who maliciously misrepresent others through false charges. It's the same root word used for the devil himself, the accuser. They will be without self-control, lacking power over themselves, unable or unwilling to exercise restraint over their passions, appetites, and impulses, intemperate. They will be brutal or fierce, savage, untamed, not tame, like a wild beast, cruel and harsh, without gentleness. And they will be despisers of good, not lovers of good, hostile toward goodness and toward those who do good, opposed to virtue and excellence. 2 Timothy 3:4. Paul keeps going. They will be traitors, betrayers, those who hand over or give up others treacherously. This is the same word used to describe Judas Iscariot's betrayal. They will be headstrong or reckless, falling forward, rash, hasty in action, acting without proper thought or consideration of the consequences, impetuous. They will be haughty, puffed up with pride, wrapped in smoke or beclouded, blinded by conceit and arrogance, swollen with self-importance. And finally, Paul gives us the summary verdict. They will be lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, friends of pleasure more than friends of God, people who prioritize personal gratification and sensual enjoyment above devotion to God, pleasure seekers who have displaced God with self-indulgence. This isn't a new pattern. Scripture already showed us where this road leads, centuries earlier, in the book of 2 Kings. In those days, they imitated the people around them, even though the Lord had ordered them, "Do not do as they do." 2 Kings 17:15. They sacrificed their sons and daughters in the fire. 2 Kings 17:17. According to the best global estimates, 73 million children will be sacrificed this year. They practiced divination. 2 Kings 17:17. They tried to find out hidden knowledge about future events through supernatural, magical, or occult methods. An estimated $1.7 trillion is wagered on sports annually. They sought omens, 2 Kings 17:17, actively looking for natural phenomena, like changes in the weather, in order to predict the future. Approximately $4 billion is spent every year on climate and global change research. Paul's warning wasn't written for someday. It was written for this day, and tomorrow, and those last days before Jesus returns. Are we close?